What is the craziest dream you've experienced? 1. The life as a dream, a surreal reflection. The one I live. This seemingly simple phrase hints at a life so surreal, so inexplicably strange, that it feels like an ongoing dream, one where the boundaries between reality and imagination dissolve into a continuous stream of surreal experiences. Imagine waking up each day to a world that feels almost tangible, yet slightly off-kilter, as if you've stepped into an alternate dimension where the laws of physics, time, and logic are subtly different from those you've known. In this dreamlike existence, your days unfold like a carefully crafted narrative, each moment laden with symbolic meaning that only becomes apparent upon reflection. You move through the world with a heightened sense of awareness, noticing the oddities in your environment that others might overlook. The way shadows bend at unnatural angles, the flicker of a smile on a stranger's face that seems just a bit too knowing, or the way the wind whispers secrets in a language you almost understand. As you go about your daily life, you might feel as though you're playing a part in an elaborate play, where the lines have been written for you and the scenes meticulously staged. Conversations with others take on a strange quality, as if the words being spoken are scripted rather than spontaneous. You might find yourself anticipating what others will say or do before they even realize it themselves, as if you're privy to the hidden mechanics of the world around you. This feeling of living in a dream can lead to moments of profound introspection. You begin to question everything: your relationships, your memories, even your own identity. Are you truly the person you believe yourself to be, or are you merely a character in someone else's story? The concept of free will becomes muddled as you start to see the patterns in your life, the recurring themes that suggest you're not as in control as you once thought. As these thoughts swirl in your mind, you might start to notice the subtle ways in which reality bends and shifts around you. Time, for instance, doesn't flow in a straight line but seems to loop and twist, with certain moments stretching into eternity while others pass in the blink of an eye. You might experience déjà vu with such frequency that it feels like you're stuck in a never-ending loop, reliving the same scenes over and over, each time with slight variations that only serve to deepen your sense of disorientation. The people in your life, too, take on a dreamlike quality. They appear familiar yet distant, as if they're playing roles assigned to them rather than living authentic lives. You might find yourself questioning their motives, wondering if they're aware of the surreal nature of this existence, or if they're simply going through the motions, oblivious to the strange reality you perceive. In this dreamlike state, you might also begin to see connections and patterns that others miss. A seemingly random event takes on new significance when viewed through the lens of symbolism: an overheard conversation, a chance encounter, or a fleeting moment of eye contact can feel laden with meaning, as if the universe is trying to communicate something to you. The world becomes a tapestry of signs and omens, each one pointing to a deeper truth that lies just out of reach. Yet, despite the disorientation, there's a certain beauty in this surreal existence. The very strangeness of it all invites you to explore the boundaries of your consciousness, to push beyond the limits of what you once thought possible. If life is a dream, then perhaps it's also a canvas, one where you can paint your desires, rewrite your narrative, and explore possibilities that would otherwise be out of reach. But this dream life is not without its challenges. The constant questioning can lead to moments of deep existential doubt. You might find yourself wondering whether any of it is real, whether the people you love, the places you go, and the experiences you cherish are anything more than figments of your imagination. It's a lonely feeling, one that can make you question your sanity, your purpose, and even your very existence. In these moments of doubt, you might start to search for meaning in the madness. Perhaps you'll delve into philosophy, spirituality, or art, seeking answers in the words of others who have also grappled with the dreamlike nature of reality. You might find solace in the idea that life is a journey, not a destination, and that the questions you're asking are more important than the answers. The dream, after all, is what you make of it, a reflection of your inner world, your fears, your hopes, and your desires. As you continue to navigate this surreal existence, you might come to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. You'll learn to embrace the uncertainty, to find beauty in the chaos, and to appreciate the fleeting moments of clarity that come like rays of sunlight breaking through the clouds. Life, like a dream, is ever-changing, full of surprises, and infinitely complex. And in that complexity, you'll find your own truth, your own path, and your own meaning. Over time, you might start to see your dream life as a series of interconnected episodes, each one revealing a different facet of the surreal tapestry that is your reality. You begin to notice the cyclical nature of your experiences, the way certain themes and motifs recur in different forms, as if the dream is trying to teach you something, to guide you toward a deeper understanding of your place in the world. Perhaps you'll find yourself drawn to certain symbols, an old, weathered book that seems to hold the answers you seek, a mysterious figure who appears at the edge of your vision but disappears when you try to approach, or a distant melody that haunts your waking hours, its notes just out of reach. These symbols become touchstones in your dream life, anchors that help you navigate the shifting landscape of your reality. As you explore these symbols, you might begin to unravel the hidden layers of meaning that underlie your existence. You'll start to see the connections between your dreams and your waking life, the ways in which your subconscious mind is trying to communicate with you, to guide you on your journey of self-discovery. You'll come to realize that the dream is not separate from your reality but an integral part of it, a reflection of your deepest fears, desires, and aspirations. In the end, the craziest dream you've ever experienced isn't one that you have while you sleep, it's the one you live every day. It's a dream that challenges you to look beyond the surface, to question everything, and to embrace the unknown. It's a dream that invites you to explore the depths of your consciousness, to push the boundaries of your imagination, and to discover the infinite possibilities that lie within. As you continue to live this dream, you'll realize that the journey itself is the destination and that the adventure never truly ends. 2. The insanity of every night, a journey into the absurd. My dreams are all equally insane. I don't remember when I had a normal dream, so let me tell you one. Imagine stepping into a world where the concept of a normal dream is an alien idea, long forgotten in the recesses of your mind. Every night, your subconscious unleashes a torrent of chaotic, surreal imagery that defies logic and challenges your understanding of reality. This is the landscape of your dreams, where the bizarre and the impossible are commonplace, and where every experience is a new adventure into the unknown. One night, you find yourself wandering through what appears to be a peaceful park. The trees tower above you, their branches stretching impossibly high into the sky, casting long, twisting shadows across the ground. The grass beneath your feet is a vibrant green, almost glowing with an otherworldly light, and the air is filled with the sweet scent of flowers that don't exist in the waking world. As you walk, you notice that the people around you are strange, almost inhuman. They move with a fluid grace that seems unnatural, and their faces are smooth, featureless masks that reveal nothing of their emotions or intentions. Despite the eerie atmosphere, you feel a sense of calm, as if this dream world is holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. You continue to explore, taking in the surreal sights and sounds, when suddenly, the sky darkens. Clouds gather overhead, swirling and churning like a brewing storm, and the air grows thick with tension. You hear the distant cries of seagulls, but these aren't the familiar birds you might see at the beach. They're larger, more menacing, their wings casting long shadows as they circle above. Before you can react, the seagulls begin to rain down bombs. But these aren't ordinary bombs. They move slowly, almost lazily, as they fall from the sky. And when they hit the ground, they don't explode. Instead, they release a thick, viscous substance that begins to transform everything it touches. You watch in horrified fascination as the people around you, those strange, faceless figures, are caught in the transformation. Their limbs stretch and contort, their skin hardens into bark, and their bodies root into the ground. Within moments, they've been turned into trees, their voices silenced, their forms absorbed into the landscape. It's a grotesque yet mesmerizing sight, as if the park itself is consuming these people, turning them into part of its twisted, nightmarish ecosystem. But there's a strange logic to this madness. one that only becomes apparent as the dream unfolds. You soon realize that the bombs lose their homing properties when someone takes shelter under a tree. It's a bizarre cycle of destruction and protection, where those who have been turned into trees inadvertently save others from the same fate. The scene plays out in slow motion, a dance of life and death that seems to stretch on forever, as the park transforms into a dense forest, one bomb at a time. Just when you think you've grasped the dream's narrative, it shifts. The park dissolves around you, and you find yourself in a new setting, a vast, low-polygon desert. The ground is flat and featureless, the horizon stretches out infinitely, and the sky is a dull, pixelated blue. It's as if you've been dropped into an early video game, where the graphics are rudimentary, and the world feels incomplete. In the distance, you see a lone house, constructed from the same low-polygon blocks that make up the rest of the world. It's a simple structure, almost comically so, with sharp edges and flat textures. But inside this house, you discover something unexpected, a hole in the ground, from which a cord extender emerges. This isn't just any cord, it's attached to a console that offers a menu, and not just any menu, but one that controls the difficulty settings for summoning Herobrine, the mythical figure from the Minecraft universe who has haunted the imaginations of gamers for years. With a mix of curiosity and dread, you fiddle with the settings, unsure of what will happen next. The ground trembles, and Herobrine is summoned. But instead of the epic, terrifying battle you anticipate, the encounter is over almost immediately. Herobrine is defeated with just a couple of hits, as if the dream has grown bored with its own creation and decided to end things quickly. The anticlimactic resolution leaves you standing in the low-polygon desert, wondering what it all meant, if anything at all. This is your world of dreams, a place where the bizarre is the norm, where every night is a journey into the unknown, and where the logic of the waking world has no place. It's a realm where reality bends and breaks, where time loops in on itself, and where you're never quite sure what will happen next. Each dream is a new adventure, a fresh descent into madness, where the rules are made up as you go along and the only constant is the unpredictability of it all. As you wake up each morning, you carry with you the remnants of these nightly escapades, fragments of memories that are as strange as they are vivid. You try to make sense of them, but the harder you grasp, the more they slip away, leaving behind only the lingering feeling that you've glimpsed something profound, something beyond the ordinary limits of imagination. Over time, you might start to recognize certain patterns in your dreams, the way certain images or themes recur, the way the narrative structure shifts and changes as if guided by an unseen hand. You begin to see your dreams not as isolated events but as part of a larger, interconnected web of experiences that reflect the inner workings of your mind. Each night's dream becomes a piece of a larger puzzle, one that you're constantly trying to solve, even as the picture keeps changing. You might find yourself drawn to specific symbols or motifs that appear in your dreams, a recurring character, a particular location, or a specific object that seems to hold some deeper significance. These symbols become touchstones in your dream world, clues that hint at the underlying themes and messages your subconscious is trying to convey. You begin to explore these symbols more deeply, trying to unravel their meaning and understand the role they play in your dream life. As you delve deeper into your dreams, you start to notice the ways in which they influence your waking life. You find yourself thinking about your dreams throughout the day, their imagery and emotions lingering in your mind like the echo of a distant melody. You might even begin to see parallels between your dreams and your everyday experiences, as if the two worlds are not separate but intertwined, each one reflecting and shaping the other. In the end, your dreams become a vital part of your existence, a nightly journey into the depths of your subconscious, where you explore the furthest reaches of your imagination and confront the hidden aspects of your psyche. They are a source of wonder, mystery, and insight, offering you glimpses of the infinite possibilities that lie within you. And as you continue to navigate this ever-shifting landscape, you come to realize that the true beauty of your dreams lies not in their resolution but in the journey itself, the endless adventure of exploring the unknown, and the ever-present possibility of discovering something new. 3. The cosmic roller coaster, a wild ride through the stars. I dreamt I was in a high-speed race on rainbow-colored roller coasters through space, chased by giant kittens wearing astronaut helmets. Picture yourself strapped into a roller coaster, but this isn't just any ordinary amusement park ride. This roller coaster defies the very laws of physics and reality, hurtling you through the infinite expanse of space on tracks made of shimmering, rainbow-colored light. The stars above and below blur into streaks as you race through the cosmos, your heart pounding with the thrill of the unknown. Each twist and turn of the track takes you deeper into the universe, passing by planets, diving through asteroid fields, and looping around distant suns. The ride begins in a burst of light, the roller coaster launching forward with such force that you feel as if you're breaking the sound barrier, or whatever equivalent there is in space. The tracks themselves are alive with energy, pulsing with vibrant colors that shift and change as you speed along them. The sensation is unlike anything you've ever felt, a mix of exhilaration, wonder, and a touch of terror as you hurtle toward the farthest reaches of the galaxy. As you navigate the roller coaster's dizzying loops and spirals, you start to notice that you're not alone. Other riders share the tracks with you, figures that might be friends, strangers, or perhaps even different versions of yourself from alternate realities. They scream and laugh in unison, their voices mingling with the roar of the wind, or whatever passes for wind in space, as they too experience the thrill of this cosmic ride. The roller coaster takes you through some of the most breathtaking sights the universe has to offer. You plunge through the rings of Saturn, each icy shard of rock glinting like a diamond in the blackness. You spiral around neutron stars, their intense gravity pulling you close before flinging you away at dizzying speeds. You dive into the heart of nebulas, where clouds of gas and dust swirl in vibrant hues, creating a kaleidoscope of colors that dazzle your eyes. But the dream doesn't stop at the sheer spectacle of a roller coaster ride through space. As you loop around a distant star, you notice something peculiar: giant kittens, each one the size of a small moon, floating alongside the roller coaster. These aren't ordinary kittens, though. They're dressed for the occasion, each wearing an oversized astronaut helmet that gleams in the starlight. Their massive paws, each one capable of swatting an asteroid into oblivion, reach out playfully toward the tracks, as if trying to join in the fun. The kittens aren't malevolent, but their sheer size and power make them a force to be reckoned with. Their playful meows, which somehow echo through the vacuum of space, are both adorable and terrifying, as they chase after the roller coaster with an almost childlike enthusiasm. Their eyes, each one larger than the roller coaster cars themselves, follow your every move, their expressions a mix of curiosity and delight as they try to figure out what these tiny creatures are doing in their territory. The roller coaster ride becomes a high-speed chase, with the kittens swiping at the tracks, causing them to shake and buckle under the pressure. You twist and turn, narrowly avoiding their enormous paws, the adrenaline coursing through your veins as you push the roller coaster to its limits. The tracks loop through asteroid fields, dodging the debris left behind by ancient collisions, and dive through wormholes that warp time and space, creating impossible twists and turns that leave you breathless. As the ride continues, the universe around you begins to shift and change. Planets change colors, their surfaces flickering between shades of red, blue, and green as you race past. Stars explode in supernovas, sending shockwaves of light and energy rippling through space. The very fabric of the cosmos seems to bend and twist in response to the roller coaster's movements, creating a surreal landscape that defies all logic and reason. Despite the chaos, there's a strange sense of peace that settles over you as the ride progresses. The kittens, though enormous and powerful, seem more playful than dangerous, their swipes growing gentler as they tire of the chase. Eventually, they begin to drift away, their curiosity satisfied as they float back into the depths of space, leaving you to continue your journey unimpeded. The roller coaster begins to slow, the wild loops and turns giving way to a final, gentle descent. As you approach the end of the ride, the tracks take you past a breathtaking view of a galaxy in the process of forming. The swirling clouds of gas and dust coalesce into stars, their light spreading out like tendrils of fire across the vastness of space. It's a scene of unparalleled beauty, a reminder of the infinite wonders that the universe holds. But the dream doesn't end there. As the roller coaster comes to a stop, you find yourself in a serene, otherworldly landscape, a place that feels both alien and familiar, as if it exists somewhere at the edge of your imagination. The ground beneath you is soft and shimmering, like a field of stardust, and the sky above is a deep, velvety black, dotted with countless stars that twinkle like diamonds. In the distance, you see a cluster of glowing orbs, planets, perhaps, or something else entirely, hovering in the air like floating lanterns. They pulse with a gentle, rhythmic light, as if they're alive, breathing in sync with the universe itself. You feel drawn to them, compelled by a force you can't quite explain, and you begin to walk toward them, your footsteps leaving trails of light in the stardust. As you approach the orbs, they begin to move, drifting slowly toward you as if in greeting. You reach out to touch one, and as your fingers make contact with its surface, you're engulfed in a wave of warmth and light. It's a sensation unlike anything you've ever experienced, a feeling of pure, unadulterated connection with the cosmos, as if you become one with the universe itself. In that moment, you understand that the roller coaster ride was just the beginning, a journey that led you to this place, where the boundaries between yourself and the universe dissolve, and you become a part of something greater, something infinite. The kittens, the roller coaster, the stars, they were all part of this larger tapestry, guiding you to this moment of transcendence. As the light fades and the orbs drift away, you're left with a profound sense of peace and clarity. The dream begins to fade, but the feeling remains, lingering in your mind as you wake up, your heart still racing, a smile on your face. It's a dream that defies explanation, a wild ride through the stars that leaves you questioning the limits of imagination and the endless possibilities that await you every time you close your eyes. In this dream, you've journeyed through the cosmos, played tag with giant kittens, and experienced the thrill of a roller coaster ride that transcends the boundaries of reality. But more than that, you've glimpsed the infinite, an experience that will stay with you long after you wake, a reminder that the universe is vast, mysterious, and filled with wonders beyond your wildest dreams. And as you go about your day, the memory of your cosmic adventure stays with you, a reminder that the dreams we experience at night can be as vast and limitless as the universe itself. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment and follow for more stories.